Okay, good morning again. Let's spend about 5 to 10 minutes reading. So first, let's look at the pictures. Here, Kate's grandmother is either getting on the phone or off the phone. And here you have a picture of a T-Rex, and that's the end of that story. So now let's go back and read this story. We know they're going to make a phone call to someone or get a phone call from someone about the bone that they dug up. So let's get this print bigger. And let's read. 2 good things and 1 bad thing. The next week, Nan said, I just spoke with Ron Fitch, the bone man. I've got 3 things to tell you. 2 of them are good things that you will like. 1 is a bad thing that you will not like. So when she spoke to the man on the phone, she discussed 3 different things. Tell me one of the good things, I said. That's Kate speaking to her grandmother. Mr. Fitch got the test back. The bone that you and Max found is a T-Rex bone. Yippee, I shouted. I am glad that is solved. That's a misprint. It should say, I am glad that it is solved. Max will be so thrilled that he had a T-Rex bone. Well, said Nan, that brings me to the bad thing. What is it? I asked, scratching my wrist. The bad thing is that you and Max will not get to keep the bone for yourselves. Why not? Did we do something wrong? Well, Nan said, it's because you found the bone in a state park. There is a law that says that you can't dig up bones in the state parks and keep them for yourself. Bummer, I said. So who gets to keep it? The state. Mr. Fitch and his helpers will keep the bone and dig up the rest of the bones too. And that brings me to the last thing. This is a good thing? Yes. Tell me. They would like you and Max to visit them when they are digging up the bones. And they would like the 2 of you to pick out a name for the T-Rex that you found. Cool, I said. And that's the end of that story. So let's go back and answer the questions. Let's go back to the beginning. And get the first question. What sort of bone did Max and Kate dig up? So if you were writing it, you would answer Max and Kate dug up. You would have to change that to dug. Max and Kate dug up a T-Rex bone. And let's see what page that was on. It was on page 52. So let's get the other question. Why can't Max and Kate keep the bone? So you can answer it a couple of ways. You can combine Max and Kate into a pronoun and say they. They can't keep the bone because they found it in a state park. The story says if you find a bone in a state park, you can't keep it. Let's see if we can find where it says that. The bad thing is that you and Max will not get to keep the bone for yourselves. Why not? Did we do something wrong? Well, Nan said, it's because you found the bone in a state park. There is a law that says that you can't dig up the bones in a state park and keep them for yourself. So when you dig a bone up in a state park, you probably have to put it in a museum or give it to the college. Let's get the next question. What will Ron Fitch do next? They're going to finish digging up the rest of the bones. That's what they're going to do next. They would like you and Max to visit them when they're digging up the bones. And they would like the two of you to pick out a name for the T-Rex that you found. And then this is an opinion. What name would you pick for the T-Rex and why? So you just have to answer that. So if you have my email, you can write me and tell me what name you would pick for the T-Rex. And I'm going to send my email to all the parents. So think of a name for the T-Rex. Okay? And remember, you can play the video over and over again to practice reading out loud.